Happy Halloween! Today is Friday, October 31st. It's jumping in here on Friday afternoon. I am getting this vlog started a little early. I want to do a reset of this house. Typically, I like to do a reset in between holidays, so switching over from Halloween to Thanksgiving, but I've been realizing with my pot symptoms, flipping this house back to being fresh and clean and reset up takes me a few days now, so we're starting it off today. This is a good day to start it because we have a lot of things to do before we have trick-or-treaters tonight. I want to get this living room in order. It is a hot mess. It just really needs to be picked up. In all honesty, the last 2 days I've kind of slacked on that a little bit and I've let the kids slack a little bit. I want to pick up the kitchen a bit. I still have my Target order from this morning in the kitchen, so I need to get all those things put away. And then clean the bathroom. We have all been battling a cold. My oldest brought home from school. Unfortunately, he brought it home from school last Friday when my mom was here, so she got the sniffles with us as well. My husband's recovered for it. My oldest has almost recovered. My youngest somehow got skipped, and then I am still dragging along. With POTS, I can't really take cold medicine. I physically can take it. It's not like negative for me. But to be able to stay the hydration level I need for it to actually work is just not feasible. Like my already regular day-to-day hydration level is higher than most people because I need hydration and I need sodium to be able to function. And then when you add that cold medicine in that's supposed to like suck everything up and really works when you're drinking a lot, it's just not manageable. And usually if I take cold medicine, I end up being super dizzy and dehydrated. I end up in bed. So I've been powering through this cold. All I want to do is lay down and stay in bed. I let myself today take a nap. We went to my oldest, since it is Halloween. They had their Halloween costume parade at school. So we went to that and then I came home and I took a nap. And now getting up and starting this day. I will insert for you a little later some pictures and clips of the boys' Halloween costumes. This year my oldest surprised us. He decided to be a trash can. And then we slowly converted it into like kind of Oscar the Grouch trash can. So he totally has a trash can costume. He has a green fuzzy suit, and my mom whipped him up. She crocheted him a little worm because Oscar the Grouch has a pet worm, which I think his name is Slimy. So Jackson, my oldest, has that as a Halloween costume. He wore it for today for the Halloween parade, and then we took it home with us since it's not feasible for him to wear it all day, and he's wearing a skeleton outfit for the day at school. My youngest is also wearing a skeletal outfit today because his school did a theme week. So every day there was a different theme, and yesterday was actually costume day for them, and then today is skeleton, so he's wearing a skeleton wear. My oldest also had theme days this week, so it was 2 different theme weeks. Both announced last minute. Thankfully with my youngest, his was announced like the Thursday before, so we had a little bit of prep time, and theirs was really casual and easy. With my oldest, it was announced in the student announcements on Sunday, and I found out Saturday only because I follow the school on Instagram and someone posted it there. So it's like one of my very few beefs with his school is that things get announced really late. And the first day of their theme week was Twin Day. So you announce that there's going to be a theme week on Sunday, and the first day is Twin Day when you're supposed to like have a partner to wear a matching outfit. That's just not feasible. His week was Twin Day on Monday. Tuesday was 50s Day for the 50th day of school, which they had been advertising that. Wednesday was tie-dye day, which we didn't have any tie-dye, so I did go ahead and tie-dye him a few shirts. We had options. Thursday, yesterday, was Crazy Sock Day, which last year I bought him some tractor socks for Crazy Sock Day, so now we pull those out whenever it's that theme. And then today's Halloween costumes. With my youngest, his theme week was Monday was Pajama Day, super easy, love that theme, so he got to wear his Paw Patrol pajamas. And then Tuesday, oh goodness, what was Tuesday? Tuesday was favorite color day, so he has told us his favorite color is red. We're not really sure if that's true or not. He's 2, so he had a mostly all red outfit. Wednesday was crazy hair day. We decided not to participate because I didn't want to put a bunch of stuff in his hair. He has such thin, baby 2-year-old hair. And then yesterday was costume day. He wore one of our just firefighter outfits that we have, which I loved. It was super easy. He was happy to be a firefighter. And then we awesomely have a firefighter hat that my grandma got for my oldest when he was into firefighters that has our last name on the back. So I was so excited to be able to send it with our youngest to school, because then it was like, in case there was another firefighter, we knew for sure the right hat was going to come back because it has our name on it, which was nice. And then today they're doing skeleton day wear, so he's wearing skeleton PJs just like his big brother. With his Halloween costume, oh my gosh, y'all. So he wanted to be Marshall from Paw Patrol. That is his favorite puppy. And so right away I ordered his costume pretty early and we got it in. And the day we tried it on, we found out it is way too short. Like, he is wearing capris in this outfit. And for some reason, finding a Marshall costume is hard. I can find most of the other pups, but Marshall just is not as popular this year. And so right away, as soon as we realized his outfit was too short, I ordered a brand new one in the next size up. And I have had this shipping delay between Amazon and the third-party seller. And so I reached out to the seller because I was like, hey, like at this point, this was supposed to be in on Friday, wasn't here Friday. Supposed to be in Monday, wasn't here Monday. Supposed to be Tuesday, wasn't here Tuesday. Supposed to be here Wednesday. Wednesday, I was like, hey, at this point, like, I need a refund. I already paid extra for this costume because I knew I was getting it last minute and I did some extra shipping. And they're like, you need to deal with Amazon. It's not our problem. Well, now that I reached out to the seller via Amazon, Amazon has like this 48-hour window where I have to wait to be able to get a refund. So I'm still out about $50 on this costume, and my youngest is still going to wear the too short one for trick-or-treating tonight, which isn't the end of the world. It'll be fine. He'll still have fun. We got a little bit of face paint to paint his face so he'll look like a Dalmatian. But it's just super frustrating. Like, I ordered it 2.5 weeks before Halloween and it's still not here, and we're in this delay. It's just ridiculous. But luckily he's 2. He doesn't care as much. He doesn't know the difference. And eventually I'll buy him another one that fits better. He just loved the hat. It's pretty cute. It's like the firefighter hat and has little puppy ears coming down. So he'll be excited no matter what. I'm just frustrated with the time and financially since we did everything in advance and we still don't have it. But oh well, I'll insert some pictures here so y'all can see their Halloween costumes because they're adorable. And I'll see if I have video of Jackson trying to walk in his trash can because there's not a lot of leg room in a trash can. He has to like hold it up while he walks. And so it's like this little waddle almost because he has to take such short steps. It's pretty adorable. But that's what he wanted to be. So my husband rolled with it and he made him the costume and everyone loved it. The kids loved it at school. Parents loved it. So as much as I thought it was funky, it worked out well. Alright, y'all, it's enough of me gabbing at you. I am going to go ahead and jump on in and get this room picked up. And then we'll move on, hopefully, to the kitchen and the bathroom. So I'll see you soon. Hey y'all, so now that I got the living room picked up, I want to open my Target package that has been sitting here for a few days. So this year I let the boys pick their Christmas pajamas. It was between this gorgeous like green tartan pattern that looked very Scottish, very nostalgic, very Ralph Lauren Christmas, and then what they picked, which is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So I love getting the boys matching Christmas pajamas. I will do this every single year until they tell me I have to stop because it's just too cute. These are their pajamas. It's classic. They're very soft. Not too warm though, which is great because our winters are not extremely cold. But they'll have these matching. We always do a few at-home photos in front of the tree or the fireplace with them in their matching pajamas. And then we'll wear these Christmas Eve at my parents' house as well. And then they'll pull them out throughout the year to wear them. So super cute. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from Target. I always check the sizing as soon as I get them, actually on the item, just in case. These are for my youngest. While I was buying these, Target was having a sale of, I think it was like spend $40 on kids clothes, get $10 off. And so to reach $40, I also got my youngest just a plain black long sleeve t-shirt. So then he'll have that in his wardrobe. But I'm gonna get the tags off of these, get these into the hamper, and then I will wash all new clothing separately to get all the extra dyes off. And then I'll show these to the boys. So earlier this week, I put together our Halloween treat basket and then quickly realized the boys still want to play with this, so I took all of the candy out and threw it in a bag. We're gonna get this back in here and then they can play with this again tomorrow instead of today. Also, how cute is this? Makes it like a little stand. So in our treat bowl we always have chocolate candy, non-chocolate candy, and then I always like to put in things that are not candy. So like we have some tech decks. We got like some little squishy animals. They're all different fidget toys. I think there's some fidget spinners in here. Let's see, slinkies, slap bracelets. Just something that kids could choose other than candy if they have allergies or if they don't want or need more candy. So we're gonna dump a bunch of this in here. Well, look how cool these are. They're Pop-It bracelets that you can put together. I thought that was so cute. All right, so that will give our trick-or-treaters some options. And we got the boys' trick-or-treat bags all ready to go. Hey y'all, so let's do a quick haul of what I got in my Target pickup order today. We were stocking up on a few items just because my husband is leaving Sunday out of town again for a conference. So I was trying to grab stuff now so do less trips later. So a few things we got. Of course, we got apple juice. It's still the best price at Target compared to everywhere else in town. So I picked some of those up. Cranberry juice for me. Grab some little bite muffins. The boys love these as like their first breakfast in the morning before they go to school and eat their real breakfast. Toilet paper. Target was also doing one of their diaper deals, so I think it was $40 on diapers and wipes, get $10 off. So stocked up on wipes again, the Huggies Natural. And then we were almost out of night-type diapers, so I picked those up as well. A few other things are nephew's birthday party is in 2 weeks, so I picked up his gift. Cool Lego speed car. Let's see, this one's the Lamborghini. So I love with my sister-in-law, we'll just text each other the links to our kids' presents. We stay within like a nice price range for one another, then we don't have to guess what our nephews want. It makes life so much easier. And then we know what our kid's getting, and it's not just random stuff coming home. I love it. They were doing buy one, get one 50% off on the Carnation Instant Breakfast, and as you know, I drink this every morning, so my stomach can't handle food for the first few hours, so picked up these two. Cat treats for Bones. And then I also got my Azo cranberry supplements. I use these on the days that I don't drink or forget to drink cranberry juice so that I don't get bladder infections. And last thing, this is my favorite wrapping paper from Target. I have tons of Christmas wrapping paper, so I'm not buying anything new there this year, but I needed a birthday paper, especially with my nephew's birthday coming up, and this is one of my favorites. We got it for my oldest for his birthday, but it is Lego themed. Look how cute that is. So it's not too expensive. It's about $4 and it's not that big of a roll. I swear you get like less and less wrapping paper on rolls nowadays unless you're just spend like $20 a roll. But super excited to have this one again. I think he is going to love it, and then I'll use it on some of my oldest gifts later on. All right, so I'm gonna put this stuff away and then dishes and finish picking up the kitchen, and then we can move into cleaning the bathroom finally. What are you doing, Bonesy? You want to say hi? Ooh, he's just Bones. He does not love being picked up. He's a big boy. He's a big kitty. All right. spent the day getting the kids to school and filming different content throughout the day. I have a brand new cleaning series. It's a 10-day clean challenge of cleaning random things around my home that I often forget are really random, or things that just keep getting pushed to the bottom of the to-do list. So I was filming some content for that today. But now I want to take the time to switch over our Halloween decor to our Thanksgiving decor. So we have a few turkeys. We'll reuse some of the pumpkins, but anything that's Halloween, we'll get out. But I just want to get it off the mantle, out of the kitchen, and slowly collect the towels and blankets around the house to pack those up. I always use my decorative towels and blankets to pack away the items in the bins that we keep in the garage for the different holidays. So I'll be gathering that up slowly this week, getting everything cleaned so that we can fully pack everything away later this week. So we're going to jump on in and we're going to say bye to Halloween and hello to fall and Thanksgiving. Happy Tuesday, November 4th, Election Day. Today it is a rainy day here, and all it is making me want to do is stay in bed and curl up with my book. But I really want to get the kitchen cleaned up. It's kind of gotten away from me. And then I want to just pick up the living room. The living room's not too bad, but there's just a few things that need to be picked up. The kitchen, we need to unload the dishwasher, reload the dishwasher, clean up a few things, put my cat's food back where it normally goes. We had an ant attack the other week, so his food is in a different location than it normally is, and it's right by the doorway. It's getting really annoying, and we've not seen ants in a while, so I'm gonna get his food moved back to normally where it was and use his food feeder again, so he'll be happy with that. I need to clean up the Halloween candy. I got it all organized, but I need to find a better spot to put it in. Yeah, and some paperwork, clean up the table, all the fun things. But let's jump in and try to get this kitchen done quickly so we can relax and read my book in bed. November 5th. It is a nice, rainy, overcast day today. All it's making me want to do is stay in bed and read, but I need to get some stuff done around the house. This morning I went ahead and got our cushions from our breakfast nook into the washer. I pre-treated those with some stain remover. My favorite stain remover though ran out halfway through, so hopefully this still works out with using another one. The boys eat dinner there at the breakfast table, and so it is the messiest time, especially with pastas and chicken and veggies. So every couple months I try to wash them. I usually put the cushions through the cycle twice, so I'll wash them twice before I dry them twice, just to make sure we get as much of the stains out as possible, and then make sure they're really dry before I put them back out. Today's goals: I want to clean up the living room and just get that cleaned up. Really, it's picking up the toys and making sure the cushions are on the couch and stuff like that. And then I want to clean my bathroom. I have been working on videos behind the scenes right now for my 10-day clean challenge, which just started today. And so I need to clean my bathroom, but then I also need to get back into the shower. I was having such a rough time yesterday with getting like the mold and mildew off my shower. My shower was bad. I 100% admit that. With being sick and like cleaning the shower is like my least favorite task, it just kept getting pushed off. And so now I'm like, crudge, what do I do? So I ordered a brand new product that just got delivered this morning from Amazon that's hopefully supposed to get rid of it. So I will be testing that out later today. Trying to film while cleaning my shower is terrible. It's such a small space. And if you would have asked me like years ago if I would have bought a house with like this tiny of a primary bathroom, I would have like laughed at you. And then we bought the house and I love the house. My bathroom is just really itty bitty and it's really hard to film while trying to clean it, unfortunately. But it gets the job done and it's less space to clean. It's just hard to film while you clean it. So I'm gonna try getting that done today and a few other random tasks around the house. Tonight, my husband comes home from his conference. It's his last conference of the semester, so we're super excited that he has no more travel for a little bit, and we can have our normal routine as a family of 4 versus just me and the boys on the weeks that he is traveling to conferences. We did this week have a bribe with my oldest. He has a tendency of when his routine is really disruptive and then dad goes out of town to have bigger emotions and not always make the green choice decisions. And so this week we bribed him with an Elf on the Shelf. He has really wanted Elf on a Shelf and he kept bringing it up. And he doesn't want one in the sense of like, he wants it to do like, the wild things every day. And every day is a new thing. Like, thankfully, I don't have enough energy to be changing that every day. But he wants one to have it in his room so it can communicate with Santa. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use some special mommy magic on it so that if he touches it, it won't lose its magic, because he has watched the movie a few times, and if you've seen Elf on a Shelf movie, one of the little boys touches the elf and it loses its magic and then has to go get a rehab at the North Pole. So hopefully some mommy magic will convince him that it's fine if it gets touched, but he wants it to sit on a shelf in his room so it can communicate with Santa. I did let him know though, whatever he tells the elf he wants for Christmas, he also needs to tell mommy, so mommy can let Santa know as well in case Santa has any questions about it. So hopefully he's not telling the elf 5 million things. I mean, he wants so many things for Christmas that we've been trying to narrow it down. So hopefully that will all work out. I think I'm going to start off by opening all of my Amazon packages. So I'll share with you what we got and then we'll jump into cleaning this room. Alright, let's go through these Amazon purchases. So this is the new mold remover that I just ordered overnight last night to see if I can get that mold and mildew out of the shower. It is Active Seal and Grout Mold Stain Remover, formulated for deep clean. I mean, 90% of the reviews were really good, so hopefully it does work. There are some not so great reviews, but at this point I just need to try something to get that shower clean. And then I also finally broke down, I ordered myself some slippers. I do not like walking barefoot in the house at all. I really like my feet to be clean and I like to get into the bed clean. So right now I've been wearing like slipper socks because the slippers I were wearing were open-toed, and so they're great for the summer, but not so great for the winter. But getting these slipper socks on in the middle of the night when one of the kids needs me is time-consuming. So I finally ordered some slippers. So they're just a cute UGG knockoff. So cute. They were on sale for $11 on Amazon, so that's why I picked them up. I just need something to slip on in the middle of the night, especially my youngest. He still has trouble waking up all the time, and so I need slip-on shoes to be able to put on. All right, let's open the big box. Now this is mainly big because I finally broke down and ordered 2 organization containers. And these are mainly for organizing all of their coloring supplies. There's so many coloring supplies, markers, crayons, color pencils, different coloring books, and then the Color Wonder surprise, which I love Crayola's Color Wonder sets. They're amazing. That is what I will take anytime we travel, so that I do not have to worry about them getting markers or crayons on people's furniture, on hotel furniture, in the car. It's just so much easier. At home, they can color with the regular stuff at the kitchen table. The Color Window is amazing. Trying to make sure everything's organized and differentiated between what it is has been a bit of a struggle. So I got 2 of these containers that are doubled. So my hope is I can put like the coloring pages down below and then like organize whatever coloring markers, crayons, whatever on the top, so that it could be really obvious of which is which. So I got 2 of these. And then I got the Elf on the Shelf. If my son, my oldest, has a green day today and green day tomorrow, he'll earn this. What I mean by green is like making good choices. Like, he's 7. Things are gonna happen. He's still gonna throw tantrums, but it's about listening ears, like not misbehaving. And what I mean by misbehaving is like not hitting anybody, not punching anyone, not kicking, following directions. You know, there is times where he's gonna need reminders. There is times where you have to be patient, ask more than once. Like, he's 7. Like this morning, he was being a bit of a sassafras, and he realized he had been a sassafras and just was not listening. And when we got in the car, he's like, oh, did I just like, mommy, did I blow my chances? And I was like, you know what, we're gonna give you grace on this one, because you're realizing now that you've calmed down, what you did was not okay. So really trying to get him to think about his actions, you know, before he does them, but also that retrospect of like, if he does mess up and he realizes after the fact, like acknowledging that and making sure he understands, like, you know, the action still wasn't right, but I'm grateful that he's processed it. So hopefully he doesn't do it again. So we're working on it. He's 7, work in progress. So here's this Elf on the Shelf. It's open. I've never been a fan on Elf on the Shelf, ever. But he really likes it, and he wants to name it Chippy, which is the one from the movie. So this is pretty cute. This, I think this was $25 to get the book and the actual guy. And then this is, I'm not going to show it fully, but we do a massive Thanksgiving with my husband's family the Thanksgiving before, and it is literally an entire lineage of the family. So originally there was 5 original siblings, and all of their descendants get together the Saturday before Thanksgiving at Jake's uncle's house, and we do a massive Thanksgiving. And we're talking 60, 70 people. Like, we have multiple turkeys, we have tons of crock pot, so we have different mashed potatoes and veggies, tons of bread, desserts. We started a tradition last year doing 7 fishes, so we'll have fish cooked 7 ways, like different fishes. But we also started doing dress up. So last year was a joke on like Italian mafia, so they dress up as that. And this year my husband and his brothers are taking it another route of like more so medieval Italian. So we'll see how that goes with their costumes. To give context, the entire family is Italian. The original siblings came over together and then slowly spread across the United States. And so it's cute because we do pictures every year of, we have a big poster board of the original siblings, and then everyone kind of like stands behind the original sibling, like it's like kind of big massive groups, because some lines of the family tree have grown bigger than others. Like for our side, you know, we have all the kids and then the grandkids, and so our side is a bit bigger, and, you know, marriages and whatnot have added to that. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty sweet every year to see those. And what I love is Jake's aunt then goes and prints all of those pictures on big poster board, and then she'll put up easels in the house, and so you'll have every year printed along the wall so you can see the progression. And it's really cool to see, like, sorry y'all, my battery died. So this Thanksgiving tradition started, I believe, the year after I got married to my husband, and so it's been going on since I think 2017 at this point. So every year everyone gathers together. During the pandemic years, we had smaller gatherings to be safe, and everyone would kind of isolate before. And it's just so sweet. I mean, it's a massive amount of people, and there are people that, you know, we do not normally see every day. We don't talk to very often. So it's nice to for sure see them once a year, or when we have, you know, weddings or big other birthdays, and just get to spend that time with them. It's really cool to see all the kids grow up. You know, when you look at the pictures and you look at my brother's younger siblings, you can really see them growing up to adults. And you can really see with our children, you know, going from babies to toddlers to little kids. And so it's very nostalgic. It's sweet. It's a fantastic time. I love Jake's uncle's house because it has tons of space. And they have a separate game room with a pool table and TV. So they usually let us set up the kids in there. And so they have like a fun play space to hang out in. And not run through the main part of the party in the main living space. So it's really a fantastic time, but we've now started new traditions in it of dressing up. So my husband and his siblings will be partaking in that. I typically don't dress up. I feel like the older I've gotten, the less into like dressing up in costumes I am. I don't know why, maybe because I don't feel great and I'm tired all the time. The boys, I will have them just look adorable. Probably have them wear their shirt that they did not wear to Easter. That's a little more formal. I do love to get a family photo at Thanksgiving of us all dressed up nicely, and oftentimes we'll try to use that as our Christmas card, or we'll use pictures with Santa as our Christmas card, one or the other. But I like getting that yearly family photo in their house. It's just nice to see the progression as everyone grows up. And then we usually try to print them and put them on the wall, which is nice. Alrighty, y'all, so that was the entire Amazon order. I am going to take a little break and rest because my body is exhausted. And then I'm going to clean up this living room. So I'll see you in a bit. So I just put in that new shower product in my shower, the active mold and mildew remover. So we're gonna give it says 3 to 5 hours to dry. I think we're gonna give it 5 and just see how it goes. So that'll put me after the kids come home, but that's not a big deal since cleanup's not supposed to be that bad. So I'll let you know how that goes. I did want to continue kind of what I was talking about earlier about Thanksgiving. I think it's really important to acknowledge that the Thanksgiving that we were taught in school is most likely not what really happened. I mean, I think we all at this point know that when Europeans and other individuals came over to what is now known as the United States, there was a lot of crimes against humanity, crimes against the people and the native individuals who lived here first. You know, we conquered this land, we found this land. This land was already inhabited by individuals, and I think it's hard thinking back on like K through 12 education, especially really in the 90s. To give you some context, I graduated high school in 2007.
we were continuously told in like our history books, there was this great feast between the Pilgrims and the Indians, and everyone got along and lived prosperously, and white Europeans saved the native people from all these bad things that were happening, and then they taught us how to farm corn and other vegetables, and maybe some of that is true, but it's not the entire story. And I think it is important for us to acknowledge as this holiday is coming up that like the original intent and what we've learned about the holiday is not the real truth. It is, for lack of a better saying, like the whitewashed truth of it. And so it's important to hold space for that, Thanksgiving is not everyone's favorite holiday. It is not always rooted in the best things. I do think it is fine. Something that I hold on to is that it is meant to be family time. Like for me, I always acknowledge, the past that has happened and probably the heinous crimes that have happened to individuals, but that it is about seeing family, having a meal with family, forgiveness, being thankful for things, sharing what you're thankful for, or internally what you are grateful for, and looking at the good things in the world. There's a lot of negative things in the world right now, and we need to hold space for that, but we also can spend the time holding the space for the good, the things we're grateful for, the things that, make a difference in our lives day to day, the people that make a difference in our life day to day. It was just something I wanted to share because, if I look back on my K through 12 education, I will insert a picture right here for you all of my kindergarten year. We were dressed up as Indians. My classroom was the Indians and the other kindergarten classroom was the Pilgrims. And then I think the reverse, my first grade year, I think I was in the Pilgrims and the other class was the Indians. And at that age, it was super cute and the story is super sweet, but like, it's not the whole story. And dressing up in other people's cultures as costumes is not appropriate. I think there's other ways, like the K through 12 system could celebrate this holiday time period, could educate about it. I don't have all the answers. I'm not a full-time educator. It's not something I've studied, but I think it's something that we do need to acknowledge. What happened, and we need to be honest and truthful about it, and also acknowledge that we don't know the full story, but things did happen. So for me, this time of year is about acknowledging the past, the wrongdoings, the good, and celebrating family and what I'm grateful and thankful for. So that is what Thanksgiving means to me. That's something I just feel is very important to share out with everybody, that, this time of year is very special, but we also have to remember that not everything we were taught in school is actually what happened. It is whoever wrote the history books version of events. It's not always what actually happened to the individuals. So thank you for listening to that aspect of it. Giving you some other life updates. Pots-wise, I'm doing really good this week, and I'm holding on to that. I'm so hopeful that this is going to continue to be a good week. Last week, I had a cold. My first grader brought a cold home. He had it for a few days. He still kind of has a cough, so I need to check on that. My youngest never got it. My husband was sick for about 3 days, and then I have slowly been getting better. Last week, it kind of knocked me out to the point where I had to cancel like doctor's appointments and PT because I wasn't sleeping, and I was just super cold symptoms sick. And then this week is just having a sore throat. So I'm hopeful I'm almost on the other side of that. It's also making my rosacea act out. As you can see, like the redness, little redness on my face. That is my rosacea that pops up when I'm not feeling well. I'm on the mend. I'm just not at 100%. So I wanted to show you the gel that we're using. So I have it down here, on that corner, along that line, and over here. There's a lot of areas in my shower that need to be regrouted. All right here, that needs to be regrouted. That little spot. We got spots up here, down below, to the side, and then like obviously this area, lots of spaces that need to be regrouted. Some areas I need to clean that did not get cleaned yesterday. I need to figure out how to regrout this shower, hopefully in the next few months. I'm trying to figure out, are those scratches or are those cracks? So lots of work to do in this bathroom. Just need to figure out how to and make the time.
Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, November 7th,
Today I have a doctor's appointment and PT, but I am trying to get some stuff done before I go to those appointments. Right now it's about just before 9 o'clock. My first doctor's appointment's at 11:30, and then I have PT later today about 3:30. So trying to get as much as I can done before those appointments, but not tire myself out too much. So for today, starting it off, I want to get my nephew's birthday gift wrapped up. We have his party, not this weekend, but the following weekend. And then I also have a blanket I need to get all the tags off and get washed. For my nephew's party, I love that my sister-in-law and I are really good about letting each other know what our sons want. She has 3 little boys, I have 2 little boys, and it is just so nice because we'll literally just ask each other, hey, what does your child want / what do you want in your house? Because we both know our kids have a lot of stuff, and with having multiple kids, there's so many toys. And then we'll just send each other a link, usually on Amazon, of like, here's what to get them. We stay within, under $25 for each other, and it just makes life so much easier with birthday gifts, with Christmas gifts. There's no second guessing. There's no going to the store trying to figure out if, does my nephew still like this? It's just so nice that we do this for each other. And I love that it's just easy. And so, like, for example, this one, he's really into Legos, just like my son. And so we got him one of the Lego Speed Racer cars. And what was so nice about this, she sent me the Amazon link, and then I found it was on sale at Target, so I was able to just pick it up there, my last pickup order. It just makes life so much simpler, like, to give people the exact link of what your kids want. Like, there's no guessing. If you talk it out and know the budget, just roll with it. Like, no guessing. No, like, they want Legos. There's so many different Legos. So I really love that my sister-in-law do that for each other. And then blanket-wise, let's pull this out. So I have found throughout my entire life that I sleep best with a blanket like tucked under my chin. Like, either way, if I'm sleeping, I need a blanket. And I'm really particular about the fabric. I have a blanket that's truthfully my childhood blanket that I've slept with now 36 years. And it is so well worn in that it's time to retire it. But it's just so soft. And so I did a lot of research about other fabrics and blankets I could do to replace it. And I really decided on the fabric that is like a cotton muslin blanket, like kind of like a baby blanket, but it's thicker because this one is lined with like regular like fleecy blanket material. And so I'm hoping to wash this, try this out, and see if it can replace that blanket, let that blanket retire. If not, and it doesn't work out, at least this blanket is cute. It is Christmas themed. It has different houses all over it. So I figured we'll give this blanket a try, and if it doesn't work out, at least now I have another Christmas blanket. And surprisingly, my husband always thinks I have way too many blankets, and when I told him I bought this one, he was like, oh, cool, awesome. And I was amazed that it wasn't like another blanket in the house. So, if it doesn't work out, I'm not going to cry because now I have another Christmas blanket, and my kids will love it as well. So I'm going to get that present wrapped, get the tags off of this, and get this in the washer. And then hopefully let's do some dishes and other chores before I got to go. So let's dive on in. got some laundry going, got the dishes and our hand wash pots and pans all done. I'm getting ready to head out the door to go to my doctor's appointment. Today I meet with my primary care doctor, who doesn't always have the best bedside manner, but he's a fantastic doctor. Especially been supportive through this whole journey of getting diagnosed with POTS and trying to figure out what's been going on with me. And today I'm really excited because he is meeting with me to chat and get all of my symptom log into my records. So since I started getting sick back in March, I have kept a detailed record of all of my symptoms, all my issues. Like if it was little things, I didn't log it, but I logged every single time I had something new happen or something really like terrible happen that kept me from really getting up or doing daily activities. Anytime I got sick and how that made it worse or how my period would make it worse, I logged all of it. And then I logged all of my doctor's appointments with him, with my neurologist, with cardiology, with getting MRIs done, other scans, other labs, my eye doctor, PT, like I logged it all. And so I'm grateful because he actually brought it up to let me put all of that into my file so it is evidence. So if at any point I need to have my file pulled by anyone for anything, I have full records in there of everything that's been happening to me and all the different symptoms I've gone through and the struggles, so that the evidence is backed up and he kind of like stamps and approves it, that he like acknowledges that I've gone through all this. So I'm pretty grateful for him. I randomly got assigned him when I moved back to our town and got health insurance through my work. And, he's never very warm, but this has worked out really well. I think I've been with him now, 10 years. So pretty long-standing doctor relationship, probably longer than anything I've had other than pediatricians. So I'm pretty grateful for him and decided to get this appointment over. And then I can come home, relax a little bit, get a few more chores done that I have on my list for the day, and then go to physical therapy before I pick all the boys up from school and we kick off the weekend. This is like our last chill weekend or get things done weekend before we kind of like start the marathon that is the end of the year. Next week, we have my nephew's birthday party. Following weekend, we have our big Thanksgiving with my husband's side of the family. That is a Thanksgiving where there's like 60, 70 people. So that'll be a fun event. Then we have actual Thanksgiving going to my parents' house. Santa photos. I always get our Santa photos done for the boys and one with the family the weekend after Thanksgiving, because typically now I use those as our Christmas card photo. If I can get a really good photo at either of the Thanksgivings, I'll use that, but the backup is always the Santa photo. I also last year bought this really cute Santa frame that like lights up and has little Christmas lights on it. My boys really love it, and so every year we're updating the Santa photo in that frame. So every year when it comes out with all our Christmas decorations, we'll update it. Kind of cute little tradition. So if you open the back, you can see all the years of the different Santa photos. And then from there, we're in December and it's just getting ready for Christmas, getting the end of the semester wrapped up for my husband with teaching, for my oldest with his classes, and then we go into 2 weeks of winter break for the boys, which is a really fun and weird time to have them home completely for 2 straight weeks. During that time, we do travel for Christmas to both families. With my husband's side, we do Christmas the weekend before Christmas, and then actual Christmas Day, we're at my parents'. And then that next week, the week of New Year's, we're usually completely home, the 4 of us. It's a really special time because we have like nothing we have to do, nowhere we have to go. Sports practices are all out, there's no school. So it's a nice time to just like catch up and hang out as a family. But then the hard part is getting back into a routine that following week after 2 weeks of break with both boys, getting them up and going for school, getting everything we need to do. So we're just getting into this end of the year. I feel like we're getting into that time where it's like the last lap of Mario Kart where the music starts changing. That really feels like what this time of year is. So I'm very grateful for all the support I have with my family, with my friends, with my doctors to try to get through this time of year and manage my symptoms the best we can. But I'm always hoping there's some magical pill or cure that's gonna happen that could cure all these POTS symptoms. This week I had a really good week starting off, and I feel like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was like doing so well POTS symptoms wise. I was over my cold I'd gotten from my oldest. I was just chilling. And then Wednesday night, my body just like went downhill. And so last night, Thursday, I spent the day pretty much in bed. not doing much to try to recover. I let myself sleep a lot. Today, I'm feeling the fatigue really badly. My whole body is achy and I'm having trouble being up for long periods of time. So it kind of sucks today that I have my doctor's appointment and PT, but they're for the betterment. So I'm going, I'm not canceling on them, but I just can't wait to crawl into bed tonight. All right, so I'm gonna go off to this appointment and I'll talk to y'all soon. Appointment, I picked up my Target order. So let's do a quick haul of what we've got. Cat food. They were running a special on certain cat food items to buy 3 get 1 free. So I bought 4 different things of cat treats, some chips. I've been craving chips. The rest of the cat treats. My favorite cleaning product. Slowly becoming my favorite cleaning product. Little bites for the boys. And then, so in one of my last Target hauls, I got these brand new pants and I was like, I don't need the sweatshirt. And then the sweatshirt went on sale. So I got it and it is nutcrackers on it. And so they're both fleece. I found the pants are like really good loungy pants, but not so much sleeping pants because they're a little too hot, but this will be a cute set to hang out around the house this holiday season. And for Christmas, I got an XL just so I had more space in it to be cozy. I am loving all of the ballet nutcracker theme items this holiday season. It's so hard not to buy more holiday decor and not to buy more wrapping paper. I definitely do not need more wrapping paper. I have a ton of Christmas paper, but there's one at Walmart that's nutcracker themed, the ballet nutcracker theme, so it has different characters on it that I really want to get, but I'm resisting really hard. But I'm loving this theme right now that's going on. The last few things, I got Carnation Instant Breakfast. I have this every morning because my stomach cannot take food before about 10 a.m. And then I got some apple juice for the boys to get us through the weekend. And AAA batteries because we are all out. So that is the Target haul. Overall, my doctor appointment went really well today. I was able to leave my full symptom log and get that into my records. We talked about my brain fog, and so I'm very grateful that he is taking it really seriously, and he is going to be referring me to a new neurologist over down in UC Davis, which I'm excited for. The neurologist I saw here in town was very, very dismissive. I know I can be a bit of a crier sometimes, especially when I'm frustrated, but he basically said, oh, you have anxiety. You have no other problems. And I was like, bro, I've had anxiety forever. That's diagnosed, that's in my chart. Like, you have that, but like, anxiety does not cause these kind of brain fart moments or brain fog moments where like you're pretty much blacking out. So, or forgetting what you're doing while you're doing it, or completely forgetting things. So I'm grateful my primary doctor's taking it seriously, and we're gonna get that set up. Got some other medication updates for what I take to try to help my stomach. My stomach's been acting up a lot. I do have IBS and I take medication for it. So we're hoping by upping a dose, it might set it back on track. And then trying to figure out eating. I have a lot of trouble eating. I, in general, have like no appetite, and my body will be yelling at me that I'm hungry. And I'm like, I just don't want to eat. So trying to make my diet better, trying to eat better. You know, it's really hard with POTS because I can't be up a lot. Like right now, I'm feeling it. I'm starting to get sweaty and tired. I need to go lay down for like half an hour before I can go do the last chores I want to do before physical therapy. And so it's hard to like get workouts in, even though I'm trying, and to lose weight and to eat correctly when like you don't want to eat. So like trying to get anything in your body is great. And my doctor, unfortunately, every now and then he'll make offhanded comments that are the best. He made one today of like, well, you're overweight, so like I'm not really concerned about you not eating enough. And his physician assistant next to him gave him a very fun look, so I'm sure she followed up with him after that. But you know, like, it's hard because like you never have a perfect doctor. So like 9 times out of 10, he's great. But every now and then there's those little digs. So like the whole way home, I'm like, okay, like I know I'm overweight. It just is what it is right now because I can't dedicate my time fully to working out. Like I can't be up for very long. And yeah, it is what it is. So that was a little annoying. Like the whole appointment went really good until that comment. And I could tell his physician assistant was like, what the heck did you just do? So I'm thankful. I know her. I know she's gonna follow up with him. But it is what it is. Like the goal is to hopefully get back down to the correct weight and to be healthy, but it's just taking care of these symptoms so that I can actually work out and I can eat healthy and feel better day to day. So work in progress. I'm gonna go lay down and rest for a bit, and then I'll see y'all in a bit when I get up and get some more chores done. Hey y'all, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this November reset. It really takes me a few days now to get the house in order every time I'm going for a real good clean and switching out the seasons. Having POTS, I'm learning more and more that I just need to spread out the work. What used to take me 1 day or maybe 2 now takes me multiple days to prevent getting my symptoms to flare up and get more sick. So I just really want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and support me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. If you've not done so already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok. I post new content daily, so if you like YouTube Shorts, Instagram, or TikTok videos, you'll find me there every day. I hope you have a wonderful day and are staying healthy.